What is going on, guys? My name is Moto, and today you're going to be watching Squadcast, episode number, I don't even know at this point, because we've done so many, and we skipped over one. And yeah, it's going to be on Monster Energy Supercross. Hopefully you guys are enjoying this game and all that stuff on the channel. Today we're going to be going slightly over San Diego and Tampa. We're going to mainly be going over Tampa. Right now, though, the track we are running on is created by me on PlayStation, inspired by Start Your Systems, yes. So before I get copyrighted hard as shit for absolutely no reason for recreating a replica track that I saw on Start Your Systems. This is Atlanta 2018. Pretty solid replica in my opinion. But before we get into Squadcast and all that stuff, I wanted to thank the sponsors of Dirt Monkey Productions and One Up Motorsports and all of that good stuff for hooking us up. If you guys are not already aware, they are going to be pretty much funding the prizes as well as my YouTube channel for the Moto Open Pro Invitational Championships, which if you have not already signed up, what are you doing with your life? Go to Facebook and you know what? Go to the description and use the link down below. Leave your PlayStation Network and 3 numbers. I don't need just one. I need 3 numbers. You know, in case qualifying fucks up and your number ain't getting picked. Okay, 3 numbers. And yeah, qualifying will be announced soon for that. So anyway, without further ado, let's jump right into it. So starting off with San Diego, I don't really care about this race because it was a week ago, 2 weeks ago. I don't know how long ago. It was a while ago. It's too long for me to remember most of the shit that happened in it. Tomac and Osborne won. Shit show at the beginning of both races, from what I remember. The honorable mention was that Chaz Braden finally died after being the greatest AI to ever live in this game. He finally died in a very, very neat crash by, I think, Zach Ames? Yeah, something like that. Regardless, Tomac and then Osborne, which is not a surprise, to be 100% honest. But yeah, that's what happened at San Diego, if you didn't know that. Pretty magical stuff. Anyway, moving on to Tampa. Pretty interesting track. I mean, in my opinion, it wasn't super interesting racing, but it was pretty good. Starting with, I guess, 250s, it seemed like Ferrandis was going to come out, and this was going to be the track for him. Because the sand section was just so natural for him, and I think he did good. He got 3rd, but it just seemed like Osborne and Faulkner went on another level, and Faulkner was visibly pissed off at people blocking him on qualifying, which was very funny to see because you just see his hand go up like the what the fuck hand, not the fuck you hand, but the what the fuck hand, you know what I mean? And very interesting stuff there. Davalos was very unimpressive as normal. But that's, I think, you know, he's trying. That's what matters. He's alright.
Dude, I'm surprised he was back from last weekend.
I know. Fucking wild. Wild
Just
stuff.
being back after that, I mean, you gotta give the guy props, man.
Oh yeah, for sure.
He had to throw some shit up.
But with that also being said, another dude who's having really bad luck already is J-Mart, who, for I believe 2 weeks in a row, has gotten fucked up real bad. Not necessarily fucked up real bad, but like had a fucking shitty weekend. I don't remember what it was last week. I think it was Smith ruining him in the corner at San Diego, and then this week he ended up getting shunted off because of... No, that was Hampshire. Somebody else, he just ended up missing the triple and then ate shit trying to re-enter because it would. But I mean, again, a really bad weekend for J-Mart. Like, it's like, how do you win it? I don't know, man. I feel bad for him because he won the 250 championship, outdoor and indoor, and now he hasn't done shit since. Like, he went to Nations, but so did his brother. That didn't really result in a finish that the Americans are known for, since we are the best. Lol.
Spider-Man.
Spider-Man. Oh, yeah? Fucking... We'll talk about him here in just a sec. Moving on to the 450s, we had a fatality, or a casualty, which is unfortunate to see. I noticed a lot of people are bitching about the track safety and the way that the tracks are being built is too dangerous. And honestly, if I had to say anything, I think that the tracks are perfect the way they are right now. Like, the Tampa was a perfect track, I think. The perfect level of difficulty, but the perfect level of ease. That makes sense. It seemed like a lot of people were having issues with the sand, but a lot of people were having really easy rhythms. Multiple different rhythms were being used the entire night. Very nice to see. Unfortunately, in the big section where I believe they were rolling the small little hump and then triple quad, a lot of people were doing stepping on, stepping off, a lot of different things. Sealy ended up eating some heavy shit trying to do the first quad, and just came up really short and fucked up his femur. Visibly saw that. Also saw Blake Baggett like hug the ever-living shit out of the safety net after the quad.
Dude, the thing saved his life.
Oh, for sure. He's probably beyond happy that that thing was there. And the best part was, I'm pretty sure, like, that week, or the weekend before, or one of the weekends, they were asked about the fucking safety net and what they thought. Daggett was like, I mean, if it lets us rail, sick. And he fucking, he got caught in the fence. So last year, it was looping fucking Baggett. I'm gonna loop out at the start, and now it's Spider-Man. Something with him every year. Hilarious.
Who's bitching about track safety?
Just a lot. I'm noticing a lot of people on social media are saying, oh, well, these tracks need to be dumbed down and all this because they're too dangerous for the riders. The riders, I don't hear a single rider bitching about it, but like a lot of people are like, this is becoming NASCAR because all people are doing is watching for the crashes. And I'm like, no, NASCAR is boring as shit, and you draft till the last fucking second, and then everybody dies in the fucking final corner because somebody's trying to push the guy out of the way for the lead.
Dude,
this isn't becoming NASCAR.
How many, if they're concerned about safety, maybe more of the riders should put on some fucking, chest protectors or neck braces.
I agree. In my opinion, I think the tracks are perfect the way they are. Like I said, I think they're
fine. They're fast. They're really fast though.
Exactly.
I mean, they groom them before the mains. Used to not do that so much,
Mm-hmm.
So
I mean,
gotta fucking.
They try their hardest to make these tracks safe for these guys to ride, but also like if they make them too safe, they're gonna be fucking pussy tracks, and the 50s are gonna be quadding everything. I mean, we can't just be limiting the way these tracks are. That's like saying, oh shit, you know what? These tracks are too difficult and too unsafe. We need to take Larocco's Leap, make that thing tiny as shit, and just miniaturize all the jumps on the series. You know what I mean? Like, it's just not something that should be done. Regardless, moving on to more of the 450 stuff from Tampa. Pretty interesting, as Justin Hill, the guy who didn't have a name until the last 2 rounds of the 250 West races, where he started kind of doing something again. A lot of people, I know, for example, Cal was like, he's not even going to break the top 10. And honest to God, Bucket in our group chat was like, watch, dude, I bet he does good this weekend. I bet he does good. And I'm like, you know what? I'm not going to put him in my top 5 because just in case that falls through. But I hope he does good, you know what I mean? And this motherfucker comes out here, and if I'm going to be 100% honest with you, he won that main event in my opinion, as Bucket is sat there spinning off the fucking track.
I'm stuck, man. How do I reset?
You're just gonna have to return to pit and come back, I guess.
Oh, one up for Tony, help me out.
There you go. But honest to God, in my opinion, I don't care who you are, Tomac fan, Muskin fan, whatever you are, if he would not have made that mistake, which it was his mistake, it wasn't... Oh, I forgot contacts on in fucking qualifying. My bad, one up. But if he would not have made that mistake, which he made the mistake, not Muskin being dirty, he cut down too early. If he did not cut down too early there, he would have won that main event. People are probably going to be like, well, he's fucking 250 rider, he would have gassed. No, the way he was running there, he would have left and he would have had time to relax and not run as hard.
Look back at what all his championships are on too in his amateur days, the 450. He's always been a 450 rider.
I mean, he's a very talented rider, and after tonight, like, I'm really surprised that JGR is probably like, fuck, why didn't we sign him to a 450?
In 2019.
Because you got to think about it, man. Like, if that's contender status. fucking
Dude,
speed there.
the way
That's
he
his
just
first
started
run.
charging through, man, he was on it.
Plus, he won his first ever
Them-
heat race in 450s. Like,
Them boys better be worried, man. Eli Tomac, Anderson, you got one coming for you.
I'm pretty sure in an interview afterwards, he's just like, I couldn't outfox him tonight. Like, those guys are hard to outfox. I just didn't. I could have done it, but I was too lax on him. I'm like, bro, he's gonna be a champion in the 450s. I can see it for a fact.
Oh man, yeah. I think that's our next. What do you call it?
Next gen, because obviously we got all
Photo,
these.
Jeremy McGrath, James Stewart, Michael, Dungy. It's gonna be your next superstar sport.
And I'm gonna be that guy that goes as far to say that he's gonna win a main event before Cooper Webb.
Oh yeah, he's shit. He'll win one this weekend. He's got 3 chances.
Well, I mean, I guess I should say overall then in that case.
Overall.
Yeah.
Overall.
That or I mean, maybe if he wins the last race, then that'll be sick. But I'm not gonna spoil what I got in the future. But kind of moving on with that as well. Obviously, since Hill didn't win, Tomac ended up having a good lead, and I thought for a hot minute, pretty much right off the start in the first lap, I was like, he's checking out. If he gets a lead, he's going to check out. There's no way, because Muskin's going to have issues in the sand eventually. I mean, everybody's going to have issues in the sand, but he's going to have issues in the whoops, and Tomac's going to have a clear whoop section, and he's just going to be able to leave. And noting that he's hitting the quads and he's hitting the big lines and Muskin isn't, he's just going to leave. And I don't know what happened with him. What even happened? Did he crash or bobble or some shit? I don't know. Ended up that he dropped back to like 5th.
Anderson? Oh, Tomac?
Tomac dropped after like the first 2 laps, dropped back to 5th, and then he remounted.
Oh, I didn't see that.
Yeah, he remounted all the way up to obviously 1st and won the race. But I mean, I don't know what happened with him. Muskin running very consistently, very Dungy-esque, running the way he was. Obviously quick, but not out there at winning pace every single weekend. Tomac just had a better night overall. Anderson, I think Anderson was kind of buried a little bit and then came back pretty good. I mean, Anderson is clearly the Iron Man of this series, and I don't have any doubt in my mind that he'll win the championship if he just keeps fucking riding. You know what I mean?
36-point lead, I think, now.
Yeah. So I'll lock him in there.
Still a lot of races left, man.
Hell yeah.
One night, one bad night.
For sure.
Yeah, that's gonna be that'll be a big difference in the points.
And you know what? I hope that it ends up happening, not in an injury fashion, but I hope that, you know what, maybe Marvin makes him have a run for the money, because honestly, Marvin's pretty much the one contender, and, you know, maybe Baggett and Brayton and all them can close it in now, too, but, I mean, at the end of the day, I'd love to see a good battle again. Like, maybe just have Anderson start finishing off podium a couple weekends in a row, and then make that gap like fucking 14, and then Tomac doesn't win a couple races, and it become a very easy task for Muskin to be there in the points race and have a good race to the end of the season. That'd be really cool to have that kind of scenario 2 years in a row, basically, except an even bigger deficit.
Yeah, Baggett's second points right now, isn't he?
No, Muskin is, and I think Baggett's 3rd or 4th.
3rd. Dude, how pumped was Reed to get into that main event?
Very, but he was also extremely disappointed that his engine started cutting out. He needs a factory damn ride. I don't know. I want him to get a factory part so bad. So bad.
You see that knack on the finish of that LCQ?
Oh, hell yeah. That was beautiful.
Hell yeah, dude. He's still planning on racing next year, even though he broke the record.
Well, he should, and I think the reason that he should is because then he can shatter it. Like, not just break it.
He still wants to be the oldest winner, which I think said Michael Rocco holds, maybe.
Yeah, I believe it's Mike, and then but if he won right now, he would beat the threshold. But also, Justin Brayton, if he wins, he's above the threshold.
Yeah. How old's Brayton? 36, 37?
Something like that. But Wild, wild stuff. Tampa, very good rounds. If you guys haven't seen that race already, 10 out of 10, recommend watching. Very interesting track, very fun to watch. The sand section threw a lot of shit at people, and at times it seemed like people were going to go down. I think I said it, but I don't remember if I did. The podium for the 250s, I just thought about it, was Faulkner, Osborne, and then Ferrandis. Hopefully that, I don't think I said it, so that was the podium and all that stuff. So with that said, let's move on to the track we're at right now and talk about our picks for Atlanta. Who wants to go first with that?
Atlanta. You, Mo. It's been a while.
Me? Why do I go first? Alright, I'll go first. Since I am the king, might as well start it off and let you guys, you know, look at the best picks possible. So right now,
we want to hear,
since this is a Triple Crown, these picks are going to be a little weird. You guys do have to consider this is a Triple Crown.
Still could be changed up.
Yeah, well, it's actually not really that weird. I mean, I think this is a pretty standard thing, especially for a Triple Crown. But in first place, I have Tomac again because I think the way he's riding right now, he's running really consistent, and honestly, he's just about wins. He's not about the championship at this point. He just wants to start winning again, get his name in the books for most wins again, push himself up, because I think he's 7th now on the board. And I mean, that's really good, noting that he's only been racing for however long he's been racing, and he's already at 7th. It seems like, with the amount of competition there's been in the championship. So regardless, I got Tomac in first. I got Moose Squid in second again, just because I think he's going to be consistent. He's going to be the new Diesel, I think, generally. Third place, Hill, because I think he can win one of these heat races. I don't know if he can win the whole thing, but I have him in third. I think he's going to do really well, especially in the sprints, noting how good he did in the heat races. Whether or not, I don't know. I think that'll be that. And then in fourth place, I have Jason Anderson. I'm going to put him in fourth place instead of like the top 3, just because I think that with these Triple Crowns, he's at least in the first one at A2, and of course, you know, 1 can't be the real determining factor. He didn't fare very well in the sprint races. It seemed like he was just too flustered, maybe. I don't know. He just had an off night or something.
I don't know, he was too over.
Yeah, that's probably it. He's probably just too probably too hungover. But that in fourth place, so Jason Anderson in fourth, and then fifth place I have Justin Brayton. I really honestly didn't have anybody, like, I don't know who else I would have put there, because Cole Seeley's gone. I mean, I may be Weston Pike, but Weston Pike hasn't been doing too crazy, and I was going to put Baggett, but I feel like, you know, he's going to touch a net or 3 again, since that's his new house, and he's like the only one who's done it so far that I've seen, I think, besides like a couple people in practice that are
yeah, qualifying, practice, yeah, there was one.
Those guys, and then the wild card this week is 7th place, and I have Dean Wilson there. I think that's a solid pick, and you know, maybe he'll be into top 5. I don't know. These Triple Crowns are really hard to determine, and that's just, you know, that's my best guess. But again, like I normally always say, or like we have said in the past, if you guys do want some good relay information and all that stuff, just wait until qualifying. At the end of the day, you're probably more than likely not going to be getting the first place prizes for the weeks on RM Fantasy, noting that those fucking people that do that submit it on Sunday morning at 1 o'clock. In the morning?
Dude, there's a person I know that got 10th and they submitted it a minute before the race started.
Well, yeah, but also, did they have the same amount of points as other people?
Yeah, I think you're right.
Yeah, because it's if you submit the time, if you submit it sooner.
Stamped, yeah.
Yeah, that's when it gets it. So that's my picks and all of that stuff. So if you, but in my professional advice, if you were to take anything we had, I would recommend waiting and just seeing if qualifying goes well for the people you like. So, who wants to go next? Tony, since you're in second in qualifying, looks like you go next.
Alright. I got pretty much basic setup that I've been running. I got Tomac, Jason Anderson, Marvin McCann, Blake Baggett, Justin Jones, Webb. I don't I've been just switching a few up here and there.
Some solid
But
picks.
I've been consistently putting them guys in the top 5 besides Justin Hill, of course. Cooper Webb's wild card. He did good last week, didn't he? Pretty sure.
Yeah, he did pretty good. No,
He's been getting better all season. He's been getting it better every race.
no, he did. It was the podium was Tomac, Musk, and Anderson.
Yeah, Webb
He got fourth, I think.
Him Hill charged back to the 6th.
Yes, but it's Triple Crown. Right?
Yeah.
So you never know what's going to happen.
Exactly.
I'm just hoping it's been working so far.
Good picks, good picks.
Pretty happy with my choices.
There you go. So I guess then we'll go in qualifying order. So Bucket, it's up to you, buddy, because One Up literally ran like 2 laps of qualifying.
Dude, I gotta roll the dice on him. Gotta go with Justin Hill, picking up the W.
Really? That's bold.
Hey, I'm rolling the dice, man. He could get it done. Why can't he? Second place, Jason Anderson, Eli Tomac, Baggett, Malcolm Stewart, and Weston Pike is the wild card.
There you go. Not bad.
We'll see.
I like it, I like it, I like it. Alright, One Up.
Let's see, Eli Tomac bringing home the W. Got Cooper Webb sitting in second. I feel like he's progressing really fast out of nowhere again. Taking a chance with him. Marvin Winskin in third. He's consistent. Justin Hill in fourth. Feel like he's in. Continue to show us what he's made of on 450. In the fifth place, I got Weston Pike, and it seems a pretty solid position for him frequently, it seems like. And then got Baltico as wild card in fifth place.
There you go. Not bad. I like the bold predictions, or even the ones that people aren't going to normally choose. I feel like, especially with the Triple Crowns, like those predictions aren't really bold. They're more like, you can't fucking guess with these Triple Crowns.
No.
These Triple Crowns are the fantasy fuckers, as I like to call them.
Yeah.
Like, that's how you take a rock to the cock. Yes, I'm still bringing that joke into this fucking shit. That's how you take a rock to the cock in RM Fantasy. Triple Crowns. Okay?
Yeah.
So.
I'll just do my weekly picks.
Yeah.
Soon as I just... I don't know.
And also, I believe this is also some cool-ass news. Tony, if you're going to listen to anybody in these, for whatever reason, Tony has now jumped to the top of the board on our fucking, or on One Up's Fantasy.
Oh, no way.
I don't know how that's possible.
So, if you guys take anything
I'm sitting about
from this,
in there.
it's some bullshit what's going on. This man is going to get some, I don't know how he's doing this. One Up, I love how you fucking started like late so you could look like you're in first. I'm just kidding. But yeah, if you guys take any advice, I guess again, one, do it on qualifying, because that's going to really help at the end of the day. But two, somehow Tony is a guru at the moment. So, well, with the Triple Crowns, it doesn't necessarily at all. No, but
no, sometimes it does. But man, do it after qualifying, just so you know who's hurt and not hurt. And pretty much.
Oh yeah. Well, that's what I'm meaning. Is, I mean, obviously you don't want to do it before it, but do it after the qualifying has already taken place. You know who the fastest guys are, and
you got sleepers in qualifying too. They don't want to show everyone what speed they got, you know.
And I mean, if somebody looked decent, you know what I mean, in qualifying, that's like, so to speak, but they didn't look like $1 million, and you know they're actually really fast in the race normally. That should be an indicator that maybe they're holding back a little bit and they're just trying to get a decent gate pick. Because, I mean, if you get like top 10 is a pretty good gate pick for your heat, because that's actually top 5. You get a pretty alright gate pick for that, and in that case, if they're like top 10 and you know they're really fast.
Probably not gonna push it too hard for that extra gate or two.
Yeah. So. Cool stuff, cool stuff. I like it a lot. I think that's pretty much it for the picks, isn't it? That's it?
I think so.
Any
Yeah.
other moto news?
Let's make a why don't we make a 250 lights winner pick?
Ooh, because it's also the Triple Crown for them. That's also a good idea. Yeah. I got Forkner.
Yeah, just Forkner winning it.
I think that he's the guy this year for Mitch Payton. And I think he's going to give, I think him, Ferrandis, and Osborne are going to be the stars of this East Coast.
Oh, yeah.
Maybe Hampshire tries to shine his light through, or I think Hampshire's in it. Yeah, I hope maybe he does it. Maybe Smith does. Maybe...
Anyone see it? How did Jordan Smith finish anyway?
I think he was the one, I don't know if you saw the main, but he got shunted off by a lapper when he landed from the Super Triple before the bridge, and ended up washing his front end out and crashed out. I don't know if he went out of the race, but he dropped.
Damn.
But that is how that worked. But I mean, maybe Smith will do something. Maybe J Mart will pick it up. But right now, it's looking like Ferrandis, Osborne, and what's his dick? Yeah, Forkner are going to be the guy. Somebody wasn't ready for what's his dick there, huh? But I think those are going to be the guys to look for this season, and you know, hopefully it's interesting. I don't want Osborne to walk away from it, or walk away with it. But I mean, honestly, at this point, I think I'm that kind of a fan where I'm not necessarily worried if my favorite rider doesn't win the championship. I'm more concerned that it's going to be a good series to watch, because that'll in turn give more hype for the next season. And
you know, this track's pretty gnarly.
This one?
Yeah.
Well,
Atlanta. It's got a lot of rhythm sections, man.
And I think this is going to be another track where different rhythms are really going to fucking help, too.
Think Hill's got some more of them quads in him?
I think all of them are going to fucking chuck some shit. I don't know why, but I don't have that feeling anymore, because noting it's a... you know what? There is a chance, however. I think they may... For example, in the section I'm going through right now, you hit this bowl corner, or not the bowl, the sweeper. I think they may try to fucking hit this roller and then quad onto the table and then step onto the next one, step off, and then try to quad over the table again, and then possibly triple. I don't know. There could be some wild ass lines to this track.
Hell yeah, it's gonna be a good show. I think Pike, dude, I'm feeling he might even pull off one of the things.
That'd be badass. That'd be badass. But all in all, I think this track is going to be... I think this is a good choice for a Triple Crown track.
Oh, yeah.
So,
I think we'll see a bunch more pile up when it starts.
Depends on if a Stewart's going to start. 100%, man. If Mookie and Tickle get near each other near that Supercross triple, they are going down. And everybody that's behind him is going to be pissed.
So is James going to be back in red this weekend?
You know what? I hope so. I hope so. Okay, so for those of you guys who don't know that reference, in the group chat, once Sealy died, everybody was pretty much asking, okay, well, who's filling in for HRC? And I'm going to be bold and say that if anybody's going to do it, it's going to be Stu. Because that was the last bike we really saw him on anything like that we heard about. That he was running a Honda. And he said he wanted to run a Honda. Just like Barsha did. But he's now on Yamaha and running like a god until he completely destroyed his hand or whatever he did. But, I mean... I said Stu. I know that's probably not going to happen, but you know, a man can dream. I don't want him to be retired.
Right.
I don't think he wants to be retired either. I think that's another thing a lot of people don't really realize. I don't think he wants to be retired. I think that's why he hasn't come out and said, hey guys, I'm done racing. I don't think he thinks he's done.
Home taking care of the kiddo for now, huh?
Yeah.
Probably. Wait till the kid's old enough to where he'll be able to actually watch him, you know?
Mm.
Remember watching his dad race? He's not in the media, though. Besides people talking about him.
Yeah,
like,
exactly.
When
That's
Stu,
what I'm talking about.
the media's when Stu gonna be back?
Exactly.
I wish he would either just retire or say, I'll be back sometime, you know?
And you know, I'd be fully down if he came back on a privateer bike and rivaled fucking Reed.
Chad Reed.
And it doesn't matter where it is. That would be literally, like, they would literally probably have the side-by screen up pretty much 50% of the race. And it would be him and Reed battling, along with the leaders battling. 100%.
Did the Stewart experience like Reed's doing? Oh, I'd definitely pay for it.
100%. That'd be badass.
Stewart, hey, if you're listening, do it like Chad Reed, and I will come, and I will,
He will suck your dick for money.
Support that. No, I wouldn't go that far.
He will give you money and suck your dick. I'm just kidding. Don't worry. But, no, seriously, that would be badass.
There'd be so many people lined up for this Stu experience.
Shit, I'd probably do it. James Stewart, honest to God,
yeah.
I don't know a single person. Okay, I can't say that because I know there's people that weren't fans of James Stewart. But I know when I was growing up, James Stewart was probably my favorite rider. And it wasn't, it was literally, you want to know why? Because his bike was green and I rode a green bike. And I was like, that guy's bike is fast, meaning my bike's fast. Because I'm a fucking idiot as a kid. But that's how it is, man. It's a thing. I'd love to see him back. I don't think I know a single person that would not like to see him back riding, whether they like him or hate him.
Yeah, you might want people back just to see him crash.
That's my opinion. Anything else to talk about on this, guys? On Squadcast today?
Any injury update on Rocks?
He'll be back for the outdoors.
Yeah, he'll be back. I don't see them putting him back in, even if he was healed for the thing.
No, he said he's shooting for the outdoors now.
Also, it looks like Bowers is trying to steal fucking Cincerillo and Savacci's spot on Monster Cowie. If he gets dialed in this weekend and runs dumb good, I'm gonna be like, wow. Because now that the season's winding down, and we know people are going to be moving up. Obviously, it's pretty clear that Savacci is probably going to be moving up. It's pretty clear that Cincerillo is probably going to be moving up. And, I mean, I don't know who's going to be stepping up for the 250 spot. But, yeah, with that being said, that's going to be crazy to see who, because apparently Cooper Webb's contract's being up. If he doesn't perform well at this end of the season, or if he's not happy, I don't see him renewing his contract with Yamaha, or unless they give him a lucrative offer. But I do see him possibly going to. That's what I heard. Is his contract's up at the end of the season, and he hasn't re-signed just yet. They obviously signed Barsha, but. I mean, I hope and think that if he is to go anywhere outside of Yamaha, he needs to go to Monster Cowie, because that's the only way he's going to get a fucking championship with his damn number. I mean, plain and simple.
Hey, Glenn Helen, right?
Yeah?
What is, do you think the 250 times is close to the 50 times?
Well,
Lap-wise. Okay.
Are you talking the difference between Supercross and outdoors? Or how much?
I'm talking 150 and 250. How close do you think their lap times are?
Probably within a second.
On two bikes? On two different bikes?
No.
Put two together here. I watched Adam Cincerillo's vlog. He was like, right? He was at Glen Helen outdoor testing around Villapota. Didn't show his bike to his mechanic. That's what the cat just showed him. Then he was the GoPro footage on his bike. So how crazy would it be him to come out in the outdoors on the 450
Oh, fuck.
That's what I'm trying to get at. He said his lap time, and it was like a little bit faster than around Philippines. So I don't know if it was possible to do on the 250, and I'm just overthinking the situation, or
Well,
maybe
Villopoto, I mean,
I know he's out of season. He's not in
Yeah.
the best shape, but they wasn't running like 20-minute motos. They were just running like laps for outdoor testing.
I'm gonna be really sad if I see AC on anything besides a Cowie.
What could you imagine though?
Like, if anybody gets promoted in that fucking, in Cowie to the monster spot, I really want it to be AC.
Adamson's really taking over Cooper's spot.
Because that dude has not been off. From what I'm aware of, that dude literally has been Team Green since he was little.
yeah, I'm pretty positive.
There's always room for change.
Like Villopoto, okay, Villopoto was on Yamaha when he was little. Okay, that's understandable. But AC, I have never heard of him being on anything besides Kawasaki. Maybe KTM or Yamaha PW50 and KTM 60 or 50. Other than that, I think his 65 was Team Green. I think it was 85. Obviously, his 85 Team Green. Everything up to then has been Monster Energy Kawasaki or Team Green, whatever the fuck it was.
You see Villopoto's gonna be doing some dream races, dude? 125 dream race?
Sick.
We talked of it, he's building the 125 at his fucking house right now.
There you go.
This year.
Nice, nice.
If I
Alright,
was Cinderella, I haven't won a couple races in outdoor and Supercross. I would change.
yeah, but you have to look at the reasoning why he's not been winning. He hasn't been in season. Last year was his first full Supercross season since coming back from injury, which he hadn't been on the bike and racing in a professional season like full time since his rookie season, you know what I mean? So theoretically, he only has about pretty much now 2 seasons of 250 racing in his career. You know what I mean?
It would be nice to see him on a different place.
Yeah. I don't know, change is always good, but regardless, I think I want AC to go up to that position. And, you know, I would also say it'd be insane if Cooper Webb swapped the Monster Cowie and they opened up another spot and it was AC Cooper Webb. The fucking rivals of their amateur days on the same fucking team. Battling for that spot. I mean, obviously Tomac would go. That's why I'm saying open up an extra spot.
They don't have 2 extra spots though.
What are they gonna do? They're not gonna keep Grant. Grant's probably done after this season, I would imagine. 'Cause I'm pretty sure his contract expires as well. I don't know. They'll do something. If it doesn't expire and they keep Grant, that's cool. I don't know what they'll do. Hopefully do something. Anyway, guys, that's pretty much going to do it for Squadcast. This has been like about 40 minutes, which is fucking sick. I'm happy we actually were able to talk that long, because most of the time we don't get this long, and we're like, Jesus, we didn't talk about Jack, but I feel like we've covered a lot of shit today. So thank you guys for watching. We appreciate the shit out of it. Real quick though,
yeah.
Wanted to let you guys know, if you wanted to donate to the channel and you know, get all of that stuff like for the championship, there's going to be a PayPal link down below in the description for you guys. This is going to be, again, like I said earlier, funded pretty much solely by myself, 1UP, and Dirt Monkey Productions, just because of the fact that, you know, we want to give you guys good prizes for it. So donations are appreciated. They are not required though, so don't think I'm saying you have to donate or you're not a part of the channel or you're not going to be able to race. Not like that. It's just simply, it'd be nice for donations. They are appreciated heavily. And all that stuff.
How many racers do you have now?
Right now we have signed up 43 people, which is fucking
insane. That's sick, dude.
So we're going to have a ton of people. Overall, it's just very nice to see that many people want to race.
Better get practicing, kiddos.
I agree. Better get practicing. And practice on custom tracks that are scaled similarly to this, maybe a little bit larger. If you find the tracks that I've created, those are the tracks you want to practice mainly because they're going to be very similar to those. So, anyway, guys, hopefully you guys enjoyed this Squadcast. If you did, please leave a like. Comment down below your thoughts and opinions on Tampa and San Diego, as well as your thoughts and opinions on the 250s, the Triple Crowns, Atlanta, this track, whatever you want to say. Just go for it. We're not going to be mad, you know what I mean? Life is what it is. If you have an opinion, let us know. We appreciate that. Real quick, also wanted to thank you guys for getting us over the 1,400 subscriber mark. I know I said it in the championship video, but it really does mean a lot noting that you guys have gotten me this far. It's just sick to see. So you guys are amazing, and I really do appreciate it. So if you guys are new to the channel, please subscribe, as we are going to be the best channel on YouTube here very shortly. Promise you that. As I am the king, the great one, the greatest of all time, the best in the world. You know, all those good nicknames and all that shit. So anyway, guys, my name is Moto.
If you don't serve your Moto, fuck you.
And I'm out. Peace.